This lesson is all about learning all the areas of Noteflight, getting to know it for the first time, and it's going to end up being a huge mess, and that's okay, and it's actually a little bit fun. So in this case, we're going to go through all the various options and actions in the Noteflight score palette and all the different actions you can take on music. And I challenge you to try to use as many as possible in one single page. So in Noteflight, if you go over on the left, here's the menu, and all of these menus have various actions. So there's a score menu, an edit menu, duration, rhythm, pitch, and you can see all these work. Now, what I'd like you to do is try to use as many of these as possible in one page. And it's going to be messy and it's going to be crazy, but this will be fun to see how you can make it work. Bonus points if it actually sounds like cool music. So the first thing I'd like to do is enter as many notes as possible and try to maybe get all the chromatic notes within the staff. So I just entered a G here. I'm going to go ahead and type A, B. Now I'm going to go to duration and make these eighth notes, so I can go B, and then we can go over and do a C, D, E. Now maybe we can make these 16th notes. So I'll go back and you'll see duration's now pinned to the top, so I can make this a 16th. And then I can keep typing 16th notes. And maybe I can go back down. Now I'm going to use the bracket key to make this now a half note. Now here's another trick if you want to enter notes. You can use the R key to repeat, and then you can use the up and down arrows. The other trick about up and down arrows, if you hold down Shift, it moves chromatically. So if you want to do something chromatic, I can make an E flat here, because I've already used an E right there. Let me see, maybe I can add a D flat. So let's just do this. Hit R for repeat, and I can go down to D, Shift, down to D flat, and so on. You can also repeat whole measures, and you can always put notes in the bass clef. I'm going to copy, Command C, paste, and then I'm going to move these notes way down. So you can see how quick it is to enter notes. Now, you'll just go through and see what can we do to these notes. Well, we'll experiment with all various durations. Maybe we'll put some dots in here. So let's go ahead and add a rhythm dot. There's one we can do. We could double dot this note. That'll be fun. This is just going to get real messy real fast. Oh, let's tie some notes together. So to do a tie, I need two notes of the same pitch. So let me go in and do a tie here. Let me see here. Let's put a tie on that. Now I've tied those two C's together. You see, I'm just going down the palettes and I'm making a big old mess. Ooh, we'll put a sharp there. All right, so now you have double sharps. You can use all of that. So now we have tempo changes. We can put a accelerando here, put a fermata. Now some of these we probably should be a little more musical. So if we're going to use a fermata, I'd probably use it actually at the end. That kind of sounds nice. There's breath marks, caesura. Now text, there's all types of text you can use, right? So we should do some lyrics. So we can put lyrics on some of this. So we'll put a lyric here, text, lyric, high. You can enter lyric text. You can enter text just above notes. So we'll go regular performance text. This is an F. But this assignment's going to be an A. So now as you see, you can change measures, change clefs here. Let me just go ahead and try to add some more measures here. I'm just going to hit R to repeat, and it repeats all of these measures. I'm just going to delete what's in here. I'm just selecting the measures and hitting delete. So anyway, this is just a fun way to go through. So you have dynamics, repeat signs. Let's go ahead and add a repeat in this measure. Let's do a start repeat and an end repeat. That'll be fun. And then we get into ornaments too. So I'm going to move this up. And let's make this a half note. And now we can make an ornament and do a trill. That'll be fun. Arpeggios. And then you have all these different note heads, right? So we can even go in here and we'll make these eighth notes. I'm going to go repeat down and make a descending scale real quick. And then we can change each of these notes. So we'll make this stemless. Well, that didn't really do much. Let's make this a slash. Let's make this note a hit. Let's make this note a cross. Look at this. So you can add an upper voice as well. So this means you can have two different voices in the same staff. So we can add an upper voice, and now we can have a whole note on top of all these other notes. You can even do guitar tab and then all of these various lines. The one thing I think would be really fun is all these different jazz effects too, because we can add like rips and falls. So maybe we take our high here and we take our jazz articulation and we can do some sort of doit up, or we can do a rip right into it. So all of these different things. So I challenge you to make the biggest mess possible and see who can use the most elements of the Noteflight palette as possible in a single page, and bonus points if it sounds awesome. Have fun.